Just playing around. Well, good evening, good night. I was just messing around with the countdown. Woo! What's going on, everybody? I know I had to start off like that, playing around. What's up, Molly Mall? What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Buckles Locker, your host, Locker Room Talk. Yeah, I think we should get right to it, right? Shouts out to all the Pirates and Sea Bandits. Thank you for joining. Also, shout out to everybody in the Bucks community. Keep supporting the team. Win or lose. You thought your phone was messed up? No, it was just me messing around. Also, shout out to the super chats that I received. I'm gonna read these off. Uh, Sandoval, thank you for the $2 super chat. Cade Otten need more rep in the passing game. That is true. I agree. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the cash app. Um, Also, you wish. I'm not gonna say your government name. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I highly appreciate that. Shout out to those guys that gave me the cash apps. As you can see, the cash app is on the screen. You can super chat me as well. But also, let me some shout outs in the locker room. Josh, Lamarcus, Grislow, Trill, Molly Mall, Mally Mall. Cowboy fan right there. Y'all looking good right now. Don't get too beside yourself. DSG Carlos, Damian, Brent, cover 2 spy, cover 2 quarterback spy. Grislow. That is true. It is walking the plank time. We're gonna get out of the way right now. William Rogers. Hey man, you know what? Let me get this. You know what? I'm gonna be right back. Let me get this walking the plank ready. Uh, I need to go get my sound thing. So I'll be right back. We're gonna get this walk of the plank out the way, folks. We gotta get it out the way. I know it's ugly, folks. It's ugly. All right, so who's going to be first? Walking the plank. It's back. It's bike. Let's get it. Who's going to be the first one? We got to line them up, folks. Let's line them up. Got to line them up, baby. We got a lot of folks. We got to line them up. Y'all give me who y'all think y'all should be on walking the plank. Who should walk the plank? Y'all give me who y'all think should walk the plank. Give me the lineup. Give me the lineup. I got my lineup right here. I want to see what y'all got. And we're gonna line them all up. Giselle, good lord, you want her to walk the plank too? God dang it. What's wrong with you? Giselle, God dang. Good lord. All right, let's get to it. First up. First up, the number one person that's got to start right now. Todd Bowles. Step right up. Line right there. The second person, Byron Leftwich. You got to step up, buddy. 6 carries, 6 rushes. Rachaad White. Line it up, baby. Line it up. That fumble messed the whole game up. Start the game off really bad. Julio Jones. 1 catch for 7 yards. Making a lot of money. He ain't doing enough. Russell Gage. Step right on up. What's up, Team Cook? Kyle Rudolph. Inactive again? What's the deal? Scotty Miller. Sorry, buddy. You're going to be on this thing every week almost. Scotty Miller. Got to line up. Vita Vea. Line it on up. Carlton Davis. Lining on up. Shaq Barrett. Lining on up. I would say Devin White and Levante David because they couldn't hold Travis Kelce. Lining on up. So that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 13 people. 13 people. What's up, Roy? 13 people got to line up and walk the plank. Let's get this out the way so we can get y'all in here to talk about this game for the next 30 minutes. Because I'm not going to be here that long. So let's line them on up. 13. Someone might have to do a double jump. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Todd Bowles, come on now. Come on, Todd Bowles. Byron. You too. Yep, that's 3 of them right there. Todd Bowles, Byron Leftwich, Rachaad White. What up, you wish? What up, Sal? 3 of them already. So now the next 3, we got Julio Jones, Russell Gage, Kyle Rudolph. Come on now. All right, who we got next? That's 3, right? That's 6 of them right there. So we got Kyle Rudolph, Scotty Miller. Kyle Rudolph, Scotty Miller, and did I say Russell Gage already? I want to say him again, Russell Gage. It's bad, folks. It's a long list. Shaq Barrett, Carlton Davis, Vita Vea. Step right up. Step right up. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Come on now. That's a lot of people. Who did I miss? Levante David, Devin White, and Keith Armstrong. Did I say Shaq Barrett? Him too. 3 times. Shaq Barrett, 3 times. Talk all that noise. They look the same to me. Yeah, all right. Oh, 2 more. Nacho and William Golson. Who am I missing? Who else am I missing? Who else am I missing? Jake Kamada kicking the ball out of bounds. Who else am I missing? Who else am I missing? Did I get them all? Who need to go 2 or 3 times? Is that Cole Beasley? Cole Beasley, he just got to the team. He just got to the team. Y'all gonna do Leonard Fournette for being uninterested in running the ball. You're part of the issue too. Who else am I missing? Tom Brady. No, I can't do him like that. I can't do Tom Brady, man. Yeah, it was garbage yards, but no. Tom Brady, you fumbled the ball. Tom Brady turned the ball over. Fumble. Turnover. Lost fumble. You got to go to Tom Brady. You got to go. Tom Brady, you got to go. Can't turn the ball over. I can't let you slide, buddy. Everybody else is safe. That is the most we've seen in Buckles' locker as far as walking the plank. That is the most I've ever had walk the plank. No, Mike Edwards played decent. Yeah, he's fine. Jamel Dean played decent. But this is the most I've ever seen walk the plank. And we're going to keep doing this every week. And hopefully we got a game that nobody walks the plank, right? All right, so let's get to it. Come on into the locker room. Yeah, they better cut it in half. They better. Come on into the locker room. Let's get it out. Let's get it off our chest, man. Oh, hold up. Luke Gedeke. Yes, Luke Gedeke. You got to walk the plank. Bruh, you was getting beat like a drum. Luke Gedeke got to walk the plank. That boy is the worst offensive lineman on the Bucs. Period. He is the worst. You might want to put Fred Walton or Brandon Walton at guard. The Bucs can't run the ball. Even with all-pro Tristan Wirfs, really good guard in Shaq Mason, a solid left tackle, a middle-of-the-road average left tackle, and Donovan Smith. You would think the Bucs should be able to run the ball. They can't. They can't run the ball. Luke Gedeke is one of the worst graded O-linemen. Starters. If you want to look at all the O-linemen in the NFL, all the starters, he's one of the worst. One of the worst guards. Yikes.
What's up, man?
What up?
What up?
That's bad. Now I'm gonna look at this now. Luke Gedeke is one of the worst guards in the NFL. Run blocking and
let him walk the plank twice.
Wow. That is crazy.
Hey, that spot shot had me dead. I can't even lie.
That is crazy. And you got a guy named Jameer Sayers from Georgia, a really good O-lineman that went in, I think, the 6th round. And he replaced Rashawn Slater. He was drafted to be a guard, but he played tackle at Georgia. Went like in the 6th or 7th round. And Rashawn Slater, that got hurt from Northwestern, the all-pro left tackle, the second-year guy, tore a bicep. Well, he's not out for the season, but he tore his bicep. And they drafted Jameer Sayers. I don't even know why he fell that late. And I talked about him in the offseason, in the pre-draft conversation about O-linemen and stuff like that. He goes to the Chargers, and he starts at left tackle and does a darn good job.
That's Georgia for you, bro. They can put out some trench players, man. Offense and defensive linemen. That's all they do is breed linemen. That's all they do is put out. And also,
there's other guys that got drafted behind Luke Gedeke that's playing pretty decent. Now, I'm not saying the book is over for Luke Gedeke, but just rating him with players in his draft class, he's at the bottom.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He's been playing tough defensive fronts too.
Oh, we ain't even got to the meat of it yet, man. He ain't seen nothing yet.
He's scratching the surface.
You see the 49ers? Did you see the 49ers?
Yeah.
Good luck, Luke Gedeke. Them boys ain't playing.
There you go.
So anyway, let's get to this conversation here. I know y'all got a lot to say. Who want to kick this off?
Man, I got a list for you, bro. I got a list for you. I wrote this shit down yesterday, man. I don't know if y'all can see it, man. Yo, but I want to start with this. Personally, I didn't like the fact that, in my personal opinion, I felt like the defense came out with the same game plan they had when they played the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. They wanted to run a cover 2 and keep everybody back deep, thinking they're going to just try to chuck it deep. The middle of the field was open during the Super Bowl, and we saw that the same thing Sunday night. Tight end had a field day.
9 catches.
Yeah. And then this narrative that now the narrative was in the Super Bowl that the Chiefs were without 3 offensive line starters. That made a difference this time around. And you can't tell me Kansas City didn't have this game circled. Now I did actually have this game as a loss, so I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked that they lost. But I just thought eventually, like, okay, maybe they'll make the adjustments. I thought we would have saw that, some in-game adjustments. I didn't see that at all. And then I actually went back on my DVR and watched the Super Bowl. Levante didn't lock down Travis Kelce in the Super Bowl. He really should have ate. Because if you go back and watch that game, Andy Reid should have ran the ball to set up the pass, and Tampa left the middle of the field wide open. And I get that the game is wide open. The middle of the field is just wide open completely. But I was just surprised at that. And once again, I've been saying this for the last, 3 or 4 years. We have no pass rush at all. No pass rush. We can't rush with 4. We only get pressure when we blitz. And then that Devin White blitz that he does up the middle, that got exposed. They were ready for that. So, that made me feel like, okay, we seriously got some holes on the defense. And now that we were talking all this smack about we're top, I still feel like we're top defense. It's not the panic. But the fact that they ran the ball successfully, and that's something Andy Reid doesn't do. He don't try to run the ball. He gonna air it out. He actually stuck with his gun, say, I'm gonna run the ball to set up my pass, and it worked. And when I saw that, I thought I slept on it, and I was just like, you know what? Going forward, we might see this same type of game plan centered around each solid team with a solid offense.
The Bengals, 49ers, Baltimore.
I mean, I don't want to get ahead of
Arizona
myself.
with DeAndre Hopkins. I hope
he'll be back that game.
Yeah.
Cleveland, shoot, they can run the ball too.
This ain't finna be easy, man.
So I mean, and like I said, it was some good things, but
it was some good things.
I just thought we got behind too early, and it wasn't enough for us to come back. Let
me ask you this, and the rest of y'all can answer this too. Was that fumble the knockout blow?
I don't think so. It wasn't a knockout blow.
It felt like it hurt. It would hurt pretty bad.
I feel like if a play like in the beginning, like
you talking about the Brady one?
Really like brings
the opening kickoff.
The opening kickoff. Was that a body blow? Was that a hard body blow because it was a fumble and then touchdown?
I'm just saying if the team's morale got busted like that whole game, if they got busted that whole game, then we ain't a top team if we can't come back.
Okay, if it wasn't a knockout blow, it was a major body blow.
Yeah.
It knocked the wind out of us, definitely.
That put us on. That put us on one knee.
It took the wind out of the stadium.
You saw that, right? You saw that, right? Right. You saw that, right?
And what they just 4 plays.
I was there. We were silent as soon as it happened too.
It was like, what just happened? I just got my popcorn and my nachos. What's going on?
It was quick, bro. When he fumbled, that brings me to my question: why are they playing our second string tailback at kick return?
He went in the 7th round, and pretty good.
What are we looking at?
I don't like him at kick return.
It's about Rashad White. I thought you were talking about Pacheco. I'm thinking Pacheco.
Oh no, him no, he's a beast. That was a steal.
In the 7th round, how you go? How you
that boy
run better than Keyshawn Bond? Clearly.
Oh Lord, man,
like, what are we looking at for him to fall to the 7th round?
You know what though? I'm gonna say this about this defense. I don't know what they're teaching them in practice, but they tackle high every time. There's nobody besides Antoine Winfield Jr.
The only one
hits somebody low.
Nobody
hits nobody below the waist. I'm tired of seeing them. I'm tired of seeing Devin White grab people by the shoulder pads.
Yes.
Dude, you big and fast, dude. You should be a heat-seeking missile. Lower your pads and lay somebody out.
Yes. Haven't seen it yet.
That's why Patrick got that touchdown.
To see that with him, and it's starting to tick me off to the point where I'm, bruh, dude is. I don't know, man.
He won. Now he won the NFC Player of the Month, Defensive Player of the Month.
I mean, but look who you play. I mean,
look who we went up against.
Look, my thing is this. Look, we finally played a legit offense. That you got. I mean, I do take that under consideration. You played a legit offense out of the first 4 games. But I mean, yeah, he got Defensive Player of the Month. But I'm just like, come on, Dallas. I mean, if he run the sideline, of course he gonna put up the numbers. I mean, come on. Ain't nobody touching him. He should put up
Dallas played right into our hand.
And Saints did in the fourth quarter. The Saints
did too.
In the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, they did.
They played right into our hands. So yeah. But when you really
Green Bay figured it out. Like it was like, you ain't finna just have.
They just didn't have enough firepower.
Right.
Yeah.
But they figured this out, and all Andy Reid was like, "That's it, right there.
There it is.
There it is."
Absolutely.
Do I dare say? I want to say this, but I don't want to say it because I don't want to get ahead of myself. But do I dare say Atlanta will give us a game Sunday?
At the beginning.
If they had Patterson,
yeah, he on IR.
He on IR.
If they had him, we'd be up to our knees.
Did you know that their running back Tyler Algier is a 5th round pick?
Yeah,
and he's nice too. So if he come in and do that to us like you clear and old boy did, man, I'm gonna be so mad because they do not know how to tackle. Sean Murphy Button got a pick. I'll give him that. But I watch on a couple of plays where he had to make tackles. That dude misses tackles every time. Every time.
That's why he's on the sideline.
That's why he's on the sideline.
Can we get this out the way? Can we just put Logan Hall in over William Golston? Can he just be the starter the rest of the year?
For the love of God, just stop with the veteran thing, man.
Yeah.
Can we just what is he out? He's just a big body out there, like
a friendly giant.
He'll be on the field more because he has more energy than Will Golston.
All these other teams got these young guys playing.
Yeah.
But we're gonna play this little overwhelm. We're gonna play William Golston.
Meanwhile, every second drive, our D line's on the sideline getting Gatorade. Every second play.
At this point, Will Golston should be coming in to get that young boy a breather.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
He's not getting it done.
He's not effective at all.
He wouldn't go nowhere else and play. We don't even know if he'll make the roster anywhere else. I mean, this dude been in the league.
He'll be a rotational player to come in and give somebody a couple snaps and give them a break and get back in there, young boy.
But the question is, where at? At D tackle, at a 3 technique, or in? Because I don't think he'll play in anywhere else.
He'll be a tackle.
He's just so slow, man. He's so slow.
He's slow.
I mean, how you lead 10 years and don't develop a pass rush? You know, I mean, let me just quit talking about it. I just had to get that off my chest.
Vita was getting bullied, man. It's like he's turning. He don't get mad. I don't see any meanness out of Vita.
Where is that on the D line?
Nowhere.
It was the only time when Sue was here. That's the only time it was here.
Nowhere.
Well, Sue had a reputation because he was like nobody ran up on Sue, you know, and Sue held his gap too. That made a big difference. But we also got to take into consideration the back end of last year. Our line showed his age. We were old. It showed up big time.
He can't go side to side though.
That's why the Chiefs was running the way they was running.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what though, this game, I'm done with Shaq Barrett. Done with Shaq Barrett. I'm
done with him too.
Also, the Falcons O-line is as far as this season, run blocking and pass blocking.
Shaq talked all that noise and can't back it up when he plays tackles that are decent or above average.
That's nothing new. He's always done that.
And this show, like, I'm done. Like, honestly, like, me personally, it's probably like out of pocket for saying this, but like, I would trade him and put Nelson in his place.
Remember when I talked about Andrew
I want
Wiley?
Nelson to get more playing time too.
Remember when I talked about Andrew Wiley, the weak link on the Chiefs O-line, that he should be able to dominate that guy? What? How did you not?
And when he said favorable matchup, what matchup? Tell me what matchup. What matchup was
favorable? I know he
wasn't
talking about Brown.
Yeah. What matchup was favorable to you? Please, I need an explanation.
I don't get it. I didn't see anything.
It had to be when they overload one side and they just blitz. That's the only way I saw it.
I'm telling you, trade him and put Anthony Nelson in his place.
You know what I want to see? I want to see, and I want to go back to what Sal was saying. And we just brought this up. I need to see more nastiness on that D-line.
Yeah, 100%.
I need to see more nastiness from the front seven. Period. I don't see anyone that actually nobody. You don't fear nobody laying a hard hit on you.
Now, if you look at the 49ers game, oh my God, everybody!
Oh my God, I was so jealous of that yesterday.
Everybody lays the wood.
They lay the wood.
Don't we go to San Francisco too?
Yeah.
Oh,
play the whole West.
Man, they gonna light a candle for us.
Do you see that D-line? Do you see that they 8 deep on the D-line? They 8, and all of them get in. All of them. And they all mean, nasty, and they hit. D'Amico Ryans is DC. Like, look, I don't want the Bucs, the Powers of Sea Bandits. I don't want y'all to like think that we're trying to down the Bucs. It's just that game. It literally like highlighted how bad the Bucs can look if they play a competent. Remember, I keep telling y'all this: competent teams,
competent coaching.
It's a reoccurring issue. Competent teams with a coach and a quarterback and a solid roster going to always give the Bucs problems. And it's 0-2. 0-2 already. All right.
I just love how they added Anthony Nelson in. He gets a sack, and then like they just don't do anything.
He beat Andrew Wiley.
He's the only one that has like a high motor.
That was Nassib. Nassib beat Andrew Wiley.
Yeah,
but that was like on a Hail Mary at the end of the first half.
Yeah. So.
I mean, come on. I mean, he was just
everyone was like kind of like getting mad at Tryon, but I'm gonna give Tryon a little break because this is his first year actually starting. So
he still got to know to stay in his gap. He got to know to stay in his gaps, though.
But he'll learn that.
He fought for the banana in the tailpipe every time, though.
They took advantage of that.
Yeah,
all day.
And I remember I said you can't run away from you can't do that trick stuff with Tryon because he's too fast for that. He too wiry.
You got to run at him.
Yeah. And that happened in Green Bay when he hesitated to go after that one guy, and then
it happened. It happened yesterday. It happened yesterday. Yeah. I mean Sunday when Pat Mahomes was like kind of running, and he just took off towards the outside, and Mahomes just ran right up for first down. I was like, oh wow.
Joe Burrow scramble, Lamar Jackson scramble, Kyler Murray scramble.
I'm so nervous about the
Marcus Mariota scramble.
I'm after what I saw Sunday, I am petrified of what Baltimore is going to do to us.
They're physical.
Yeah.
Man, you got. Man,
they're going to run it. They're going to continue to just try to run it down our throat.
You thought Patrick was elusive at getting out of sacks? Oh my! Look, Momar. Oh my!
Kyler Murray
too.
With a healthy DeAndre Hopkins, he different.
Fresh DeAndre Hopkins at that.
But I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. But we just like foreshadowing like what we seen in that game because it really highlighted because we was on kind of like almost cruise control. Dallas Cowboys. The Saints, 2 offenses that wasn't really, I know the Cowboys playing well because of their defense. Clearly, they are a good team. We got to give them that. The Cowboys are good. They defense is top 10 by the way.
Especially now that they got Gallup back, they look
different
on both sides now.
They look different with Gallup, right?
Yeah, they do.
And we played them without Michael Gallup, right? So that's a big difference, right? So and then we played the Saints. We already know about Winston. They know how to play him, put pressure on him. He turns the ball over. That worked. And then Green Bay, you saw the little like the kinks a little bit, like the quick passing game and little like deception and scheming guys open.
That's another thing that's ticking me off. You see that every Kansas City and Green Bay both played that quick pass. Why are we playing so far off of their wide receivers?
That's pretty bad.
They're giving them 3-4 yards off the ball. And Carlton Davis is not nobody who can do that. He got to be up on the guy, get physical with him at the line of scrimmage.
2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row.
It's getting burnt on the inside every time.
Who was Fortson? Who is that dude? He just ran a slant route and got a touchdown.
Man, they put an unknown tight end on the ISO out there with Carlton Davis. and ran a quick slant.
Only catch of the whole game.
I know Carlton.
And he didn't do nothing special on the slant. He just boom, boom, slanted in. 2 steps.
I know Carlton gets hurt, but like he be acting like he gets hurt when he gets like a big play on him. Like he be acting.
Yeah, he wasn't hurt. He was mad. He gave it up.
Yeah, he was.
Logan Ryan, man. What's the news on him? Anybody got any update on him?
I haven't heard
Bowles didn't even say anything.
They ain't saying nothing. They just somebody got a foot injury.
I hope this ain't Ryan Jensen 2.0.
Here we go.
Yeah, but they just said Brady got to rotate. Rotate injury.
Yeah.
Brady,
I saw something today saying that him and his wife then got lawyers. They done lawyered up.
Then Antonio Brown with the extra stuff. This
team is just unraveling before our eyes, man.
They too old. Like, not they old in certain positions. Like, and then, like I said, these guys are still good. It's just, every year you don't get younger in the NFL. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And some key positions were old. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. The oldest team in the NFL, the oldest. And we spent a lot of money.
We're old in the wrong positions. I would rather us be old like in the safeties and stuff like that. But in the trenches, you got to be able to move. You got to be able to get a player off you. They don't do any of that. They just bull rush straight forward, try to brawl you to death, and it ain't working.
They had I forgot the exact numbers, but they had I had to find it, but they had a stat up, and like I said, it's what your eyes tell you. Then also you can look at the numbers, but this was a telltale situation. Mahomes had 37 attempts passing, right? 23 for 37, 220 or whatever yards, and
249.
Yeah, so the amount of pressure that they put on him wasn't even like the Super Bowl. Nowhere close.
It wasn't there. It wasn't there. They literally imposed their will on this defense. They did whatever they wanted to do.
And that's and to look at Kansas City and to run the ball 37 times, that is
so unlike them. And they did it. And they continued. I mean, they were pulling off 6-7 yards a pop.
But if you go back and look at the game, you see how they was running the ball. Physical. And that's why I'm going back to how we tackle. We just jump on people's back or try to grab them by the shoulder pads, hit somebody, take their legs from up under. Riding them for extra 3 or 4 yards.
Riding them for like 3-4 yards. I'm like, oh, this is embarrassing.
When Patrick was at the line of scrimmage and Devin tackled high and then missed him, and he caught it for a touchdown, like that. He should have never got that touchdown. He should have been tackled. But like, I also want to say, like, so like Revilla and Carlton, as soon as they got paid, they just simmer down. Like
they making business decisions, probably.
Vita Vea, right? Good player, but he has limitations, man. It's clear to see that, man. Like
for a guy that big and that fast, how do you not have any pass rush moves?
Did he do anything? Like, I don't remember him doing anything.
He's invisible. I've seen him a couple times get
dragged out the ball.
Yeah.
That's what
I saw him a couple times. I was like, damn, dude.
What did I tell you about Creed Humphrey and Joe Tooney? What did I tell you about the interior? Good.
I seen them move that boy.
It's amazing how clean that pocket was.
I seen him on one-on-ones get moved.
That pocket was so clean. Like Patrick Mahomes was so comfortable. Like he didn't have to.
I mean, he didn't panic. No. I mean, like I said, he had a healthy offensive line. I say it's going to be a different outcome. I mean, and as far as the defense guys, like young D line, just go back to what I said. after they won the Super Bowl, the draft was set up perfectly. You retooled that entire front seven with young draft picks. Like I still said, Barrymore was the pick at D tackle to replace Sue the following year. And then in the second round, instead of Trask, you go get an outside pass rusher or an outside linebacker. And then look what you did this year. You traded back into the second round, had 2 second-round picks. That was Hall and Travis Jones out of Baltimore. Those were your 2 second-round picks right there. You would have been set.
Yeah.
I mean, you had it set up perfectly, but they saw fit otherwise. I mean, I'm not running the organization, but I was just like, you gotta build that defense through the draft.
Right, let me ask y'all this. Like, let's get to Luke Gedeke, right? And I like I said, and when that pick happened, I did say, like, man, like really, like, you know, you traded up to get it. Like, I mean, not
stay where you was at it.
It's early. It's early for Luke Gedeke. Don't get me wrong, it's early, but man, when you like
Jason Light doing a lot of he giving us a lot of head scratches. Like
he done did that the whole time he been there.
Man,
when I see other O linemen, young guys doing better already. Now, is he another Alex Kappa? It's like start out slow for the first couple years, and then
no,
and then get better.
Alex was a little better than him.
Can we develop anybody? Can we prove we can develop somebody?
They don't give him a chance. They don't even give him a chance.
Yeah, we get rid of them after like the third year.
Well, Tristan Wirfs and Donovan Smith, I mean, you know.
No, we didn't develop them. They were already pretty well. I don't know about Donovan, but Tristan came in. He was all you had to do is take him out the package.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. You're talking about develop, like actually, like
yeah.
I mean, Donovan Smith. I mean, he's middle of the pack right now.
Ali Marpet was developed.
He was solid. Like
I don't know. I think Ali was like kind of the steal. I mean, I think he was the surprise. I think he surprised everybody how good he could be.
Especially
he got good real quick.
His first year.
Did he ever make the Pro Bowl?
Yeah.
What was late? I mean, he made 2 Pro Bowls or just 1?
I think he made.
I think 2 or 3.
I think 2.
Yeah, I think 2 as well.
Underrated though.
Yeah.
Very. He was good for almost off top.
It was like that. It was like the New England draft and Cole Strange, right? It was like, what is that? And Cole Strange is actually good. You know, it's like,
it is weird to think about because Jason Light has like he either hits or he misses. There's no in between.
Or misses really
there's no in
bad.
between with him. It's either a hit or it's a miss.
Real bad miss though.
He misses in the important positions. That's like
he done missed in a lot of drafts, except maybe I'm gonna say maybe 4 picks. He ain't missed.
You know, well, people see what it is what a lot of us like to do. But Bucs fans in general, what they'll do is they'll erase 14, 15, 16, 17. They'll like disregard those years like they didn't count. It does count. It counts.
It all counts. Because it all comes back. It all comes back to Hunters.
Yeah.
2016 people can still be here. 2016 people can still be here.
Remember, that was lovely though. That was all lovely.
Remember when you miss a draft, right? It sets your team back a minimum of 2 years.
But he missed on multiple drafts though.
You see the results?
He missed on 2014, 2016. Shit. Only what? 2018.
And these are the results.
Keyshawn, Rojo, OJ, like
what was the draft where he had all them picks and ain't nobody even on the roster?
2016. With Vernon Hargraves and Noah Spence and all of them. Yeah.
Matter of fact, 16 and 17. I'm sorry. 8 when the 18 when he traded out and got 2 second-round picks.
MJ Stewart,
all 3 second-round picks.
Yeah,
MJ Stewart.
MJ Stewart, Ronald Jones, and he got Carlton. I'll give him that. Okay.
And then the obsession with like short receivers now too that we keep drafting.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up. Let's talk about the receivers, right? Look, and I said this: once we're healthy, we'll be fine. And we saw how the offense can look with our receivers, right? But Julio Jones and Russell Gage and Kyle Rudolph
overpaid.
Not no expectations.
Overpaid.
Reaching.
You know what I think?
Reaching.
You know what I think they should do? When I was watching the game, it looked like we had our best offense when we in that hurry up offense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
If I'm Tom Brady, I'm telling Byron, let me call everything at the line.
Boom. There you go.
Let's line up. No more huddling. No more huddling. Let's line up, and I'm gonna call everything at the line. We go from there.
What you know what's gonna happen though? 40+ passes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not really. I think that sack on Tom Brady woke him up a little bit. Like, hold on now.
Well, if it woke him up, we still only ran the ball 6 times.
He had to though. That game, bro. It was
Okay. So what about? Well, okay. Let's break it down then. Okay. 7-0. What happened?
We ran the ball. We
First down. Ran the ball first down, and then just start passing.
First down, run, short pass,
Yep.
punt.
And the runs don't even be creative. It's just run a quick
HB dive. That's all it is.
and
HB dive right up the middle all the time.
dive every time, man. I'm like, what is he calling, man? He ain't even trying to get creative. And I be seeing other teams get real creative with the way they run schemes be way better. I'm like, Byron is
what it looked like to me, right? From watching the game and watching the film, it looked like Byron kind of condensed the playbook for the offensive line. He don't trust.
That's what I'm telling.
He don't trust the offensive line yet.
He don't trust in the run. See, when Brian Bollinger, he broke down the Chiefs how they was running the ball with Pacheco and Edwards-Helaire, and he had one play that it was a reach block, right? And I seen our O-line try to do reach blocks with Luke Gedeke and Robert Hainsley, even Shaq Mason. They're not good enough to do reach blocks.
Nope.
They're not good.
They call back for a whole something.
Right. They not. So they showed Trey Smith, then they showed Joe Tooney, and they showed Creed Humphrey doing a double team block, and they had Trey Smith doing a reach block. Like he anticipated Levante David coming to that spot, and it worked to a perfection. I'm like, why the Bucs ain't doing reach blocks?
and that's my guy. I love me some Levante David, but man, I'm not seeing too much out of him this year.
The age got to play a role too.
That was a perfect storm.
Literally. I get that Byron is like
wrong, man.
I get that like Byron is trying to doesn't have like little to no trust in the offensive line, but he needs to get trust, so Tom Brady's retirement's gonna come early.
It's gonna come real early. If he takes another hit like that,
that's
like the one Snead gave me. Oh man,
we can't
we can't have that.
But I gotta look at Brady. Like, how did you not see that he's lying right there up at the nickel, staring you down, man? That's something that 2-3 years ago he would have noticed that off top.
What happened was, if you go back and watch it, he had Cole Beasley wide open. So he was so ready to pass to Cole Beasley, he thought he was gonna get the ball.
He predetermined the throw.
Right, he predetermined his throw. And before
you notice that, yep.
If you watch it, Cole Beasley wide open.
Yep, I remember that play.
You know, it's so crazy. It seemed like every time Beasley in the game, he's gonna look for him. That's what it looked like to me.
If you notice that, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Beasley getting open, I don't blame him.
And then
that's what he wants.
Also,
yeah.
More so now, I guess, because the offensive line, all his throws already predetermined. Because if he hold on a little bit longer, he be having guys wide open. He ready to get that ball out so quick. Sometimes
he don't trust the line either.
Yeah, he can't.
He don't trust the line. If Tom Brady holds that ball a second or two later, there's so many guys open on routes. He ain't trying to hold onto that ball.
Which is why we got to change our scheme and scheme them like open quicker or something. We can't let them.
That goes back to why Cole Beasley and Chris Godwin is very important because of what he wants to run. Control the middle of the field, make it quick first downs with Beasley, control the field with Godwin, and that's how he wants to control the game. That's how he wants, and then occasionally some shots with Mike Evans.
But Brady has a clock in his head. Hey, ball got to be out by this. Like that's just from playing this 20 years. Like the ball, he got to get it out quick because he know he don't want to take a hit.
See, this is what comes with it. Comes now. This is where the 45-year-old shows in. Like there's some plays that it shows. Like it, some balls he throw it be like, where is he throwing the ball? You know what I'm saying? Like
what was he doing there?
Because it's all predetermined. You already know where he's gonna go with the ball.
Yep. And so a couple of intentional grounders that was not called.
Yeah.
You already know.
they have no trust in that offensive line right now, and it's showing.
Well, they can't run block.
Well, hell, you got to try something. A toss, sweep, something.
When's the trade deadline?
I think it's like what, 3 weeks.
We gotta
out,
make a big trade. Like I know we probably don't have. We gotta make a big trade for something or someone. We gotta do something.
We don't need. We just gotta keep.
No,
we gotta keep
no.
developing.
You don't think so?
What we doing.
No,
I think we need an offensive lineman. I think we need a guard. Bad.
I think that part right there that the Bucs, Todd Bowles had made like he made a mistake. I trust the guys we got, and he probably should have went and got a guard, a veteran guard. You know what I'm saying?
We need a guard.
You probably should have did that. If you're trying to run the ball, if you're trying to be a physical team, and you should have got a veteran guy, man. Like,
if you go get a guard right now, and it ain't going to show up until what, week 7?
Right. So I'm just saying, like, I'm talking about before the season started. Like, he was like, I'm comfortable with the guys on the roster and blah blah blah.
That was terrible.
And that was PC. That was, being politically correct and trying to, I get it, trying to make sure the guys stay engaged and keep their the motivation going. Like don't give them no doubts, right? But in that situation, you throw a guy that played tackle in college into the garbage. Unfortunate injuries with Aaron Stinney. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, unfortunate, right? I mean, Aaron Stinney would have been starting. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but was he much better though? How much better was he though?
I think he would have been better than Getty. I think he would have been a little bit.
Let's not forget, it was Logan Hall that was cooking him on that play.
Yeah. I mean,
a rookie was cooking him on that play.
I'm not saying I want injuries to happen, but they happened before the season started. So like you had your chance to
probably should have got a
Ryan Jensen went down, Aaron Stinney went down. That's when you should have got
someone. You investing in all these old while you investing in all these old wideouts and old tight ends. What I say, I was like, that Rudolph was a reach. We did
$6 million.
Man, come on!
Did we really need Gage and Julio? Because Julio's not gonna play like.
I told y'all.
That was Brady call right there. That was Brady.
Yeah. Julio was like, I got nothing lingering, but like we all know you probably ain't gonna play half the games this year.
I didn't mind the Julio pickup as long as Russell Gage was gonna show up.
Well, see, there was already an issue. I ain't gonna say an issue. There was already questions when Brady kind of called him out, and like
OTA.
Like, what's going on, man? Like, you gonna practice or what? You know what I'm saying? So he was already on him, and then it was like he's unguardable. But then injuries, and it's like, okay, now you hamstring, nicked up, both of them. I'm like, all right, man. Like,
and every time Gage gets the ball in the game, he stumbles and falls every single time. I haven't seen him like run after the catch.
So after 4 games, right? After 4 games, is Julio Jones an upgrade over Antonio Brown?
No. He would never have been upgrade over AB at his age right now.
No, you know what, AB, you know what you're gonna get with AB.
Yeah, AB gonna be open almost every play.
AB gonna run full speed and run.
AB was a wide receiver A1 or A when he was with us.
AB was the best wide receiver on our team, and that's just facts. When he was, he was the best wide receiver on the team.
There were no questions.
He's in his prime. He was in his prime too. Like he was making people miss left and right. Like
no, he was past his prime and still better than anything we had.
Yeah.
For as great as Antonio Brown was for us on the field, he was horrible for our locker room.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, we couldn't keep him.
Horrible for our locker room. And you know who's getting like that also now? I'm starting to see Leonard Fournette. His energy is horrible.
That's why Isaiah is the body language.
His energy is horrible. Yeah. 1 minute he's saying he don't want to carry all the load and get some of the new guys in, but in the same breath, when you're not on the field, bro, you pouting. It's like
and we saw this the Super Bowl run too. We saw this the Super Bowl.
He wanted to get cut.
Yeah, he was ready to go. He was ready to go. And the Super Bowl run, when he wasn't getting snaps and Rojo was, he was ready to bounce.
Well, how can he say that when Rojo was playing good? That was more of a.
I feel like if a running back starts to play better than him, he just like doesn't care anymore.
And Rashad White had some catches too. He had 5.
I think Rashad White is going to be better out of the backfield than Leonard Fournette.
Yeah, I think in due time, like
I think as far as pass catching, but he is yet to wow me when he carries the ball, actually runs the ball. I'm not seeing that.
The O line just can't run block, bro.
You know also how I know that Byron and Tom Brady have lost faith in the offensive line right now. We don't do no motion no more like we used to. Moving receivers.
Motion every time they run the ball. Like you notice the wide, like they line it tight, the receivers in tight every time, and then just motion across every time, and then run the ball straight up the middle. Like it's like a big giveaway.
Lenny don't help the O line though. He don't help the O line. He gets too antsy in the backfield. He don't help them.
He dances. I keep telling you, he twinkle toes.
He looked like Doug Martin a little bit running up there to the
He can't pick somewhere and go. He has to like think about it for like 3 seconds. By the time he does, he's already getting tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
That's why everybody didn't really want to keep Rojo. But at least Rojo hit the hole.
Yeah, Rojo. If he saw it, he'll go for it.
Yeah, because he can't
pass for it. He's trying to. Rojo will hit the hole like you're gonna have to grab my jersey.
Yeah,
but he can't pass block.
Me. Yeah,
he can't pass block. It's like the opposite.
Yeah, I think
maybe we need to run. Maybe we need to run some 2-back sets or something.
Do what Green Bay does. Yeah, Ryan Jensen hurt us too.
We need to do something because that's
is very different.
It's the line. It's the offensive line, man.
Wow. I mean, our boys can run. It's just our line.
It's the line.
Okay, but they can't pass block either. So, hell, I mean, for young guys, it's easier.
They still scored 31 points with that pass block.
It's easier to get in a groove for a young player to run block than it is to pass block.
What they gave up? What they gave up? Only one sack?
This is not the issue.
Yeah, they only gave up one sack.
One sack.
I can't get mad at the O-line pass blocking wise because they only did give up one sack.
Actually, this game they did okay.
Yeah, they did okay pass blocking.
What do you mean we did? We scored 31. We did more than okay.
Yeah.
And versus Green Bay, they did well too.
Yeah, because Godwin's back though. That's why. Because Godwin's back.
Yeah, we scored 31 points. I'm not panicking about the offense. The defense, though, I'm just saying, like I called it before, Magic Mahomes is just a different animal. Like, it's just one of those. It's like going against Shaq. You remember those days in the 90s? Nobody could guard Shaq. This is just one of those moments. We have to accept that, you know? There's just players we cannot defeat.
Mahomes makes some plays. I'm not going to take none from him. That's Andy Reid, man.
Listen, no, that's Mahomes, bro.
That game.
Andy Reid was like a step ahead of Todd Bowles every step of the way.
It was more.
Y'all do realize Rojo and Justin Watson was over there giving all the information away, right?
Yeah.
No.
Listen,
they ain't listening to that.
I mean, I'm sure they gave a hints on like, hey, when they do this is probably what they're gonna look for this or something. But I mean, Andy Reid just basically did what he's never known to do is stick with running the ball, and it actually worked. That's what was shocking to me. But I still stand by our defense, just faced the legit offense for the first time, and they just didn't show up.
We had a closer game with them when they had
somebody who wasn't scared of us and who was looking at the chops to get back at us. They wanted that game.
Like I said, they had this game circled. You can't tell me they didn't.
Yeah, let's not take away from what the Chiefs did. I think it's, something that they earned. We need this as a team. I mean, like, we can't just expect things to happen our way. It's just football, we're going to lose.
I had this game.
It's going to be ugly at times, and we just take it and then use this as motivation.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I had it as a loss, and just like I said, I just say, like, going forward, it's just, the things that we witnessed in this game, like Buckos was saying earlier, like when we see other teams down the line, other teams are gonna scheme like that. That going forward.
No, other teams have their own identity. They have their own.
No, they're gonna take a piece of that.
They're gonna take a piece of that. I don't know. I mean, unless you're telling me that every coach is Andy Reid, and they're going to do that same thing.
No, I'm just
be like that.
Like the guys have always said, when we play a competent coach, like take for instance Baltimore and San Francisco and the Rams. I know the Rams look like crap right now, but that's competent coaching right there and solid.
It won't work, man. Only Patrick Mahomes can pull that off.
Patrick Mahomes had a line in front of him, too.
Had at
So
least
let's
5
not ignore
sacks
that.
for Patrick Mahomes that game. At least 5
Yeah.
sacks.
I think we had 3.
No, we had a couple chances to get a couple picks in that game.
Yeah.
3 of them. I counted 3 missed picks.
Yeah, so it ain't just Pat.
You talking about picks?
It's not Pat Mahomes. Totally, it's the way Andy Reid schemed that game together. It was such a clean game.
Yeah, he schemes guys open.
Bro,
it was just ridiculous how they were just open on every play.
That's because Todd. Listen, after halftime, Todd Bowles checked it in. We made no adjustments the whole game. We pretty much quit at halftime defensively.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you.
We made no adjustments.
I'm telling you, they kept playing off these wide receivers like they were playing against Tyreek Hill. I mean, when they lined up, I didn't see nobody get up on the line in their face trying to get, body them at the line. They was playing off like 3-4 yards.
Well, here's the thing. I think the offensive line looks really bad. The defensive line looks really bad because, one, Patrick Mahomes can extend the play. He does that almost every single play. We got the pressure. We're in his face. A lot of times I've seen it. The only thing is that he just boots to the right, boots to the left. He extends the plays, and that gives his receivers more time. And
okay,
how do you
makes our
defensive players who are DBs discombobulated. You know what I mean?
How do you extend plays?
By running out of the pocket.
Okay, and who's supposed to be on them edges?
Yeah, but it's everybody that's on the line that's trying to be in the edges. It's just it's not an easy guy to tackle.
Tryon is struggling with containment.
Man, that's not going to work like that all the time. I'm telling you, there are certain players that you just cannot stop, and that's him. He is him.
That's Patrick Mahomes, man.
I'm saying, there's a lot of teams that struggle to tackle this guy. We ain't the only one. You know how many times you scored 40 burgers on other teams? Plenty of times.
I'm not taking nothing away from the guy. He's good. He's very good.
Yeah, we could sit here and say hindsight all day. Okay,
I watched what the coach did to him.
Outside pocket. We should have did a QB spy. We should have covered. I'm sure they did all that. They know more than we do, right? But again, when it comes to player personnel
sometimes
and
I
talent, Mahomes is just that guy.
Sometimes I wonder about that. Do they actually know? Do they actually see what we see?
They know.
I don't. When it comes to Byron, I don't see any adjustments. He goes into panic mode and it's pass.
We still were able to score 31 points.
It's garbage time.
I think garbage time. We only scored 1 point or 1 touchdown in the fourth quarter, if I'm not mistaken, or 2. But
2.
That's to try to catch up.
Exactly. We let it get out of hand. We started passing early. We was down 14-3, and we just started passing. Passing.
You know what was the turning point in the game? When we was driving and Tom Brady fumbled.
The defense had finally got to stop on that 4th and 1 or 4th and 2 or whatever it was.
He just dropped the ball. That wasn't no stop.
So the kickoff, the fumble was a big turning
Let me take
point,
that back. You're right. He just dropped the ball. It should have been a touchdown.
Yeah,
touchdown, a walk-in touchdown.
Honestly, I'm not even going to credit the defense for that because that guy just dropped the ball.
Okay, and we get the ball, and the very next play, Tom fumbles.
We was marching. We was at midfield. We was moving the ball.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we were.
We was moving the ball.
Midfield. He's right.
We was at midfield moving the ball. We was getting ready to score. It's going to be 17.
And then Tom didn't see him. He was looking to his left, and then what was that dude's name? Snell or something?
Sneed.
Yeah, Sneed can.
It's Sneed.
When he got that rotator cuff.
Yeah, he took him out. So it happens, man. That's just football.
It was downhill from there.
Well, we still were able to score after that, though. But it was kind of out of reach at that point, because they scored whenever they got.
We were able to score. it was because the Chiefs was like, we'll give you all that underneath stuff. We'll give it to you. But we're not going to let you get a quick score on us. And they just played. That's how we began the march. We panicked too early. 14-3, okay, yeah, we're down, but still, you don't have to go in the pass mode like that.
Again, we
because at the half we was only
That's
down
our
11.
Identity. We passed.
We was only down
first
11.
Pass play option.
We was down 21-10 at the half.
But you got to look at it though, right? We was down 21-10 at the half, but we all seen that we couldn't stop Patrick Mahomes on the offense.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
running
if you down 21-10, you expect to run?
Running the ball,
what you're saying?
Nothing for us, bro. We had no options but to do how we did and throw the ball that much time.
Look, man.
Gentlemen.
Look, man.
Gentlemen.
What? Well, let's go. Let's take it to that Baltimore Buffalo game. They were down by how much at the half?
Yeah, but I didn't see Buffalo running at all.
What's up, Isaiah?
Their identity is not to run.
Gentlemen, unfortunately, I have to end this. I got to take care of something. Tomorrow, we're going to finish this conversation along with, because I want to do it tonight, with some film review. You know?
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to do it tomorrow. So, but I got to go take care of this. I apologize. But everybody that was waiting to get in, there was other people. There was like a lot of people that come in too. So please come back tomorrow. We're gonna pick it. We're gonna pick right up. I'm gonna go when I come home. I'm gonna go straight into the locker room. I'm gonna bring everybody back in, and the people that was trying to get in right now. Trust me, I'll bring all y'all in. We're gonna look at the film. We're gonna get all this stuff out because Wednesday is usually the last day that we kind of get all that out the way, and then we on to the Falcons.
All right, fellas.
We go.
Have a good night.
Peace.
All right, peace, fellas. Have a good night.
Appreciate everybody coming in. I apologize. I got to end this live stream. But tomorrow we'll be right back into the locker room. We'll pick right up where we left off at with the conversation. We're gonna look at some film. But shouts out to all the Powers and Sea Bandits. Thank you for coming into the locker room. With that being said, fire those cannons, seize the day, raise a flag, hashtag no risk and no biscuit, hashtag facts or feelings, hashtag bombs away, and I'm gonna keep it short, hashtag Super Bowl or bust. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.